Vaccines you need as you age. New research is showing that as we age, we need to have booster shots of vaccines we had as children. Did you know that as you age, your immunity to the diseases you've been vaccinated against as a child start to wane? That's why it's just as important to be vaccinated as an adult as it was as a child. Plus, some of the illnesses you could contract in the second half of life aren't just inconvenient. They can make you very sick or even kill you. So here's why you need to know about the most common vaccines for older adults: influenza, the flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, and shingles, plus boosters you need for tetanus and pertussis. Use this chart from the U.S. Center for Disease Control for more information on what to get which vaccine. Now, in the following two slides, we're going to give you a chart from the Center for Disease Control. Stop the video, look through it, and you will see when you need to get these shots and why you need it. Now, let's go to the next slide. Influenza. If you don't know by now, influenza or the flu is nothing to sneeze at. It can be a killer, especially for those 65 and older. Flu season typically lasts from fall through spring. Influenza is a dangerous disease that can lead to pneumonia and fatal outcomes. Because the flu virus changes every year, you need to get a flu shot annually. It is recommended for everyone 6 months of age and older. The shot becomes available in late August. It's recommended getting immunized in September or October so your body has enough time to build up immunity after the shot. That can take a few weeks. However, if you miss this window, don't forget the shot altogether. People should still consider getting it until the end of flu season because it can have many important effects. While you can still contract the flu after getting the vaccine, the severity of the illness can be lessened. Also, patients who have forgotten to take the vaccine have fewer days ill. It's also patients who have gotten the vaccine have fewer days ill, and they have fewer days missing work. It's so true. You know, it's better to get the shot, and if you get the flu, the severity will be much less. Having an egg allergy does not mean you can't get the shot. There is an eggless or egg-free FDA-approved influenza vaccine now. Now, also, the pneumococcal pneumonia. This vaccine is under the brand names Novavax and Nuravarn. According to the U.S. Center for Disease Control, and each prevents different strains of strep pneumonia. The Nivar version of the vaccine is given starting in childhood and then given again as an adult 65 or older. The new Novavax version is usually for adults only. Pneumococcal pneumonia is a bacterial infection that can have dire consequences, especially for those with certain health conditions such as chronic heart or lung disease or diabetes. So beware. If you have those conditions, you may be more susceptible to these diseases as you age. Now, again, stop the video and go through this chart, and it comes from the Center of Disease Control. If you want more information, there's the phone number where you can call them or go to their website. Here's the second chart, and I'm going to talk about shingles. The virus that causes chickenpox also causes shingles, a blistering rash that can produce a burning, electric shock, or stabbing pain where it occurs. Also called herpes zoster, it can lie dormant for years in your system. Some people who got the chickenpox as a kid will never develop shingles. Others might get it as an adult multiple times. No one knows why someone has a shingles outbreak, though some believe a stressful event can bring it on. I personally have been going through a very stressful event and contracted shingles, and it's quite uncomfortable. Luckily, some time ago, I had gotten the single shot. The shingles vaccine is recommended for adults over 60. Unfortunately, The CDC, the vaccine, isn't 100% effective, but considering that the effects and complications of shingles increase in severity as you age, it makes more sense to get the vaccine than not. One of those complications is post-herpetic neuralgia, a burning pain that lasts months or years after the rash has healed. The risk of neuralgia is decreased if you begin taking antiviral drugs within 72 hours of developing the shingles rash, according to the Mayo Clinic. A 2005 New England Journal of Medicine article underscores the severity of the disease. The pain and discomfort associated with herpes zoster can be prolonged and disabling, diminishing the patient's quality of life and ability to function to a degree comparable to that in diseases such as congestive heart failure, myocardial infarction or heart attack, diabetes, multiple sclerosis, type 2, and major depression. You know, the shingles can be quite painful and quite irritating. And if you start getting a rash, immediately go to your dermatologist. They do have very good medicines for it, and also you should think about getting the shingles shot. You know, you could get it at Walmart, at Evergreen, or Walgreens, CVS. They all have these shots available, and if you are on Medicare, they are covered by that. The tetanus and pertussis booster. You should be getting what's called a T-TAP booster every 10 years. That's because T-TAP includes protection against tendinitis, the T in the shot, and bursitis, or whooping cough, the P in the shot. As we age, we become more susceptible to bursitis and can spread it to the younger generation that hasn't yet been immunized against whooping cough. You know, there was a baby that was given a kiss by someone who was infected, and the baby passed away. So it's very important to protect the young children in your life by making sure you get this shot. Another thing to consider, while it's recommended you get the booster every 10 years with regard to tetanus, if you are injured by an animal bite or a cut from metal, more than 5 years after your last booster, you should get another one just to be safe. So there you are. Stop the video, give a good review to when you should be getting the shot, and we wish you the best health, and make sure you take care of yourself, and make sure you get your flu shot early in the season to get the best results. Take care. Please share this video and subscribe to our channel. Good health to you. You have to take lessons. There's no substitute for learning the fundamentals well. Every dancer who wants to learn the Argentine Tango well owes it to themselves and their partners to take at least one full beginning series before going out to dance or moving or beginning intermediate classes. If dancers rush ahead, they find they know a bunch of moves, but it doesn't feel like dancing. Learning Argentine Tango is exactly like learning a language. Until you know how to use basic words, you can't have an enjoyable conversation. You never know how strong you are until you dance all night in heels. Tango community is a feeling of community and inclusion in the Hudson Valley Tango population. There's always room for new members to come onto the tango dance floor. Tango dances are taking place all over the Hudson Valley, the world, and the tri-state area. So what are you waiting for? Call these wonderful Argentine Tango teachers at the Danjo Dance Studio today, 845-475-6006. Their studios at 464 Main Street, Beacon. Also go to tangounderthetent.com, a nonprofit tango organization. You could also take tango classes with Eileen Crystal at the Red Hook Dance Studio. Give her a call. She's a great teacher. Also, go to our YouTube channel, Tango on the Hudson, for over 750 videos. Please subscribe and share and get the word out that we're offering all this wonderful service.